Test, test. Havoc, speak for me.
Do re mi, do re mi.
Yep, we're in. Okay.
Dang, Carter.
I've muted them, but I've muted a few of them actually. In case anyone's wondering what's going on, join our Discord and you'll find out. Link in the description.
If you like drama, then link in the description.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I can't add a team.
No, there's no roles for teams. Oh, we've got Jan and VR already in the chat. Very nice. Let me post a link to it. Right, hello everyone, welcome back. We're here in Sochi in Russia today for Division 1. It's race 5 I believe, so this marks the halfway point of the Division 1 OFR F1 season, and you've got Robot and Havoc commentating today. How you doing, Havoc?
Pretty good, Robot. And yourself?
Yeah, not bad at all. Insider info, we've got a dry weather for both quali and the race. So once again, D1 seem to have got away with it. I don't know how they keep doing this, but yeah.
Lucky devils they are.
Yeah, Max is doing some kind of hack or something. I don't know what it is, but something weird's going on.
The rain dance is definitely not working for D1. So 19 turns today, Robot, around Sochi. Should be quite an exciting race. We've got a good lineup today. It should be pretty entertaining for the viewers.
Should indeed. Yeah, it's a clockwise circuit. 19. Oh, I've only got 18. It's saying 18 on my screen. 17 and 18 being the last two. Maybe I've got a different image to you, but it's a really nice track. It's a very fast track. You don't need lots of downforce to be able to get through some of these tight corners really quickly, but the problem with this track is that it is so easy to invalidate. We may even see some people getting disqualified due to how many violations of corner cutting they have. Do you think that's possible?
Corner cutting, yes. It's going to be a big game changer today. If the guys can stay away from the penalties, stay away from the corner cutting, then you're going to have a better result. We're thinking maybe even gain positions from penalties today.
Yeah, maybe. So these guys need to try and keep it clean for the entire race, because I think you get, is it 10? You're allowed 10 different penalties before you get a black and white flag for disqualification warning, and then one more you get the DSQ.
I think it depends on the penalty, because someone would say, well, 14 counting the warnings, yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, but I think you're right. 10, and you're gonna get DQ'd.
Yeah,
and we can definitely count on seeing something like that today if one of the drivers are having a bad day.
Yeah, so from turn 2 to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 there's so many places to cut the corner where we're seeing most of the drivers get most of the warnings, as we saw in practice. And then after the really long curve at 11 and 12, then almost every corner from 13 all the way to the final corner 18, you can also get a penalty through there so easily as well, because the curves are so big it doesn't really look like you're cutting the corner, but you are, and you'll get a penalty after 3 warnings. So it needs to be really tricky, but I'm riding on board with Carter right now because he's just started his hot lap. He's the first one to do it, so we're sticking with him. Let's see how he gets on. So he's flying through turn 1 at the minute. He's switched his ERS down to overtake. He's not on hot lap yet, and he's approaching turn 2 now. Brakes exactly at the 100 meter board there. Turns in, takes a bit of curve, manages to avoid a corner cut there at turn 2 on the exit, and now he's going all the way through turn 3. Want to stick to the inside here to make sure you don't get too much wear on your outside right tyres there. Brakes just as the curve begins, locks up heavily as he goes through turn 4 there, but is immediately back on the throttle there. ERS set to high now. He's turned it down a bit to get through this tricky part of the track. He had set a purple first sector because he was the first one to do it, but someone's already beaten that already, actually. So I'll have to flick back and see who that is. But we're still on board with Carter. He's just going under the little bridge section here through 8 and 9. Doesn't cut a corner. He's managing to keep it clean, and he's kept his ERS in high the entire time in sector 2 so far. Here he comes onto the very big curve at turn 11, the second DRS zone here. ERS is back up to overtake now. It's going to be interesting to see where people brake here, because some guys actually lift at the 150 and then brake when they get to 100. Carter immediately brakes at 120 without lifting at all and manages to get it turned in at 13. Hugs the corner at 14, helping his car to rotate, touching that curb. And he comes up to the really tricky turn 15 here, where it's really easy to lose the rear of your car. Leaker's left the session. Not sure what happened there. Hopefully someone can invite him, as we see Carter coming up to the final 2 corners at 17. Gets through there quite steady, and 18, his ERS is still in high, and he's going to cross the line with a 132.3. Not a bad time, but I reckon we're going to see faster.
Yeah, I think a lot of the guys are going to go faster here, Robot. We're looking at the low 132s, maybe for the top half of the field, maybe the top 8. We're looking at 132s. In the lows, we're going to see a lot of the guys go one high 32, and then the rest we're going to see 133s. Probably a tight section or a tight time trial for everyone here. We'll have to see how they get along, but not a bad lap from Carter. Maybe a little cautious as he went through Sector 2. I'm not sure if he forgot or if that's just the way he likes to do it through Sector 2 there with high ERS. We'll just have to see as AJ comes across with a 132.1. The guys are going to get faster. The thing about Sochi is the track gets faster as they go.
Yeah, you're right. As they're putting more rubber down on the track and as everyone's doing their hot laps, it will get stickier. I don't think Carter actually put him in what could have been his fastest lap, because he was flicking between high and overtake, but there were some places where he could have had it in hot lap to make him go a bit faster, but I think he's just testing out the track for his first run. So we've got a Toro Rosso. Is that oh, it is still Carter, so I'll jump further down the field to see who's on a hot lap right now. We've got 2 people invalidating already. We've got Leaker coming out of the pit, so we'll stick with Leaker and see how he gets on. But other than that, I don't think anyone's on a hot lap right now. I think they've done their hot laps and they're coming in. So which do you think the most trickiest corners around here?
So definitely go back to the spots where you're talking about corner cutting. The guys have got to be precise when they come around the corners. Just the millimeter off is going to give you the penalty or give you the warning for the corner cut. So the guys, if they want to be fast in qualifying, we're not talking about the race, but qualifying, they have to be millimeter precise going around Sochi. I want to say turn 2, definitely you have to be on your game. Turn 4, turn 5. And then as we get around to the turn 9 and turn 10, you've got to take these corners. You have to cut the corners to be fast around here at 9 and 10. If you don't cut the corners and get it just right, you're going to lose time coming around 9 and 10. And then as the guys come down into the 3 90-degree turns, they have to get the 90-degree turns right at the end of the lap. If you don't get it right, you're going to lose time.
Yeah. So I think I'd agree with you there. I think for me, when we get to D2, the trickiest one is going to be turn 7. This is just a corner that I can't figure out the braking point on, and it's such a fast right-hander too that you can brake really late and just fling the car through. But other than that, yes, turn 2 I think is going to be the main one. It's going to be a really good place to overtake and look down the inside, but if you do that, you run the risk of cutting the corner and picking up a penalty. You can only do that so many times before you probably get DSQ'd. But we're on board with Lika now, coming up to turn 17 and 18. He's on his out lap right now, so he should be starting his hot lap now. Let's ride on board with him and see how he gets on. What time do you reckon Lika will do?
Lika's going to be in the low 132s, maybe getting to the 131 since he's coming out after the first 8 guys. So there might be enough rubber down on the track. We don't know yet. This is probably his first or second set of softs. The times are going to get fast. On the last set of softs, we're thinking the guys are going balanced tire compound. They should come into their fruition on their last set of softs. So I think he's going to get into the low 132s. I don't think I'd be surprised if I saw him in the 131s though.
Yeah. I think he's possible to get 131 as well. He's not having a too good a lap so far. He's locked up in 3 of the 7 corners so far. Another little lock up on the rears there I think I could hear. But it's not a bad lap though. He has had it in overtake pretty much the whole time so far. So he is pushing, and that could be causing his rear tyres just to slip a little bit. He's just coming through turn 10 now. He's gone wide. He hasn't invalidated, but you have to have a big lift there actually. And that's affected him on this really long curve at turn 11. And 12 as he goes through it now. Let's see his braking point into turn 13. Brakes at about 125 there. He's set a purple middle sector. He's going fast. Just coming around 14 as well. He's a bit hesitant through there. He was a bit I'm almost scared to get on the throttle to make sure the car didn't spin. But he has a very nice line through 15 and 16. Now he's coming up to the last 2 corners. Let's check his braking point. About 10 meters after the flag board there. Goes under the bridge, turns in, misses that inside curve, locks up the front right as well, and pulls away. Only a 132.6, but the track is getting faster, so we're probably going to see something better from him a bit later on.
Yeah, not the best I've seen from Leica as far as what he's been doing in practice this week, but just keep an eye on him, Robot. It's going to get faster as the session goes along.
Yep, Vilsek is now set at 132.4, so he's pushed his teammate backwards into 4th place there. Decent time from Vilsek. I reckon he'll be able to get into the 131 as well.
Yeah, I think so. Well, Vilsek's having a hard go at Russia this week. Going through the interviews I've had with the guys at Ferrari this week, they're just not... Leica's feeling good, Vilsek is not. They've been flip-flopping every week. You know, Vilsek will be faster, and then Leica will be faster. But Vilsek is coming into it, right? So his first full season into a league, he's not doing so bad. He's top 5 on quali. I suspect he'll get better, but he's just not having a good go at Russia this week.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do actually is just bring up Vilsek's driver car, just so we can see what his stats are like for this season alone. So he's currently on 26 points. He's got 1 podium so far. His average quali finish is 5.7. So he's got a pretty good qualifying record for the first 4 races. But his average race finish is 7. So he's actually dropping down 2 places on average from his quali to where he finishes in the race. Hasn't picked up any penalty points in F1 so far. His worst finish is 11th place. I can't remember where that was. But yeah, best race finish 3rd, best quali finish 2nd. That's a pretty good driver card, bearing in mind there's only been 4 races so far.
Yeah, not bad at all. I mean, he's had some bad luck to get going on his first league. I mean, but as expected, yeah. I mean, first league race, the whole season through, just a little bit of bad luck. The consistency is going to come. It's going to get with him, but he's just going to have to wait for it and let it come to him.
Yeah, also want to give a shout out to the Alfa Romeo guys too, because if I'm not mistaken, Alfa is currently leading the championship by 19 points. That's the team standings. Second place is Racing Point with 86. So both Shorty and Scotty have adapted really well to this 0 assist league, and they are performing. And if they get pretty solid points finish this race as well, they could just run away with the team standing championship. Bearing in mind this is halfway and they are already just under 20 points ahead. They're doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, they are. I mean, so at the beginning of the season, we brought them in, and I kind of want to take back, you know, I mean, we've been saying rookie or new drivers coming in, but we really don't know. You know, they could have come from somewhere else, so they could actually be veteran drivers. And then coming into a new league, you always go through that time period where you're trying to get used to the other drivers in the league and trying to match what the other guys are doing. So they could very well not be rookies to the game, but they're just trying to get used to the other drivers in the league.
Yeah, I think you're perfectly right there. Just want to give a shout out to everyone that's joined again. So we've got Mark, Jan, Bert, Phil, Lex has joined us now, Castle, VR, and Robert, Martin. Oh, Stinson's here as well. We've got lots of drivers, lots of spectators, sorry. If you guys want to stay involved, who do you think is going to win this race today? And second, or first, who do you think is going to take pole position? Just riding on board with Santi right now. He's just started his hot lap, so we'll stick with him for now and see how he does as he starts his flying lap. He's just gone through turn 1. AJ's retired from the session. He's mentioned that he's lagging too much, so he's not going to race, unfortunately. But he's coming into turn 1 now, is his teammate Santu, or Pingu as he is known in Discord. Coming round turn 3, he's switched his ERS to overtake. It looks like he's kept it in overtake this whole lap, actually. He is really pushing now. This could be his last attempt at getting a decent position in qualifying now. He's got a car in front of him, but he has moved out the way, giving him enough space to get himself turned into turn 6 and 7 there. Or 5, beg your pardon. Here he comes through turn 6. Brakes exactly at the 50-meter board there, doesn't cut the corner, and is able to power through as quick as he can, get his foot on that throttle. He's just gone through 8 and 9, very steady through there and also very fast. We're going to see a sector 2 time as he comes round turn 12. He's invalidated his time. Ooh, another tricky part of the track is turn 10. He was going really fast as well. Really unfortunate. We've got 2 Ferraris now, just stationary.
I was just about to say, Robot, I want to switch to him real quick because I don't know if we're about to see a tow around Sochi or if the guys are just trying to pull each other around. But they are trying to set up for it. Now, they have cleared all the traffic behind them and let everyone go in front. So we could be seeing a tow here coming off the front stretch. I think that's what the guys are trying to pull off. And if it's what they're doing, then Leica is going to be the beneficiary of the tow, and Vilsek is going to be the puller. And it'll be interesting to see how they get along on the front stretch.
So they're only going to be able to do this on the first straight, the first DRS zone, aren't they? Through turn 1 all the way down to turn 2, because after that you do not want to be following anyone because you will lose so much downforce. So I wonder how they're going to do this. Where is Vilsek going to move out the way, and will it give Lika an advantage?
It's probably going to be the inside down before turn 2. If they do it, he's kind of ahead a little bit. They could just be pulling each other here. Now, this is another thing that a lot of teams will do is they'll put the faster driver out front, and then the slower driver will follow behind, and they'll try to match pace. So they'll try to keep up. But that's not what they're doing. They're doing the tow, and like I said, Vilsek's going to go to the inside. Leica is taking off now. He just went through turn 2. He's going through Spoon. He got a huge jump on the toe there, Robot.
He did. I'm looking at his steering wheel, but I can't see how much he's up on his Delta, unfortunately. But he actually had a bit of a lock-up. He broke at his normal braking point. And I think he made a mistake there because you have to brake a little bit earlier if you've got a bit more speed, and that caused his front right to lock up, and he was a bit twitchy through turn 2. But it doesn't look like he's doing a bad first sector. We're about to see in sector 2, he's locking up that front right again. Not sure if he's got a bit of a brake bias problem here or just too much brake pressure, but almost every right-hander he's locking up. Apart from that one.
I think he's trying to balance that line, Robot, between locking up and turning it just the right time. Because Sochi, when you're coming through these turns like 9 and 10, even 8 and 9, I mean, it's just he locks up bad here.
Yeah, after he set a purple middle sector too, though. So he's not abandoned the lap just yet?
Yeah, that was 13.
Oh, he has. He's abandoned it. He's cut the corner.
Yeah, he's cut it off. But what I was saying was, I mean, he's trying to balance the brake lock with the entry to the turn and hit the apex just right, which is not always a bad thing. I mean, a little bit of a lockup is not a bad thing as long as you're not going into a full lock and it's pushing you off the racing line. Yeah. He's still catching the apex and he's still, getting a good time. He's letting the wheels roll through. So it's not exactly a bad thing that he's locking up that little bit. It just means he's on the edge and he's found that sweet spot.
Yeah, but this whole tow, I don't think this was a good idea because now the cars are double stacking. They're going to take longer to get into the pits. They're not going to be able to come out and do another lap. And if you look, they're now moved all the way down to 6th and 7th. Even Atomic and Shorty have done a faster time than them.
Now, Atomic, who is one of the Team Spinorama guys, actually started off with a setup comparable to Leica's, and then I overheard a conversation in the pit area between him and Stinson.
Yep.
Atomic could be on Stinson's setup here, and that may be why he's gone P3 as he's on his... Oh, no. Oh, and he's... Oh, he hit the wall. No, that was Anders. That's
Anders
Atomic's
hit the wall,
teammate.
yeah. So Atomic is actually on his hot lap right now. But yeah, with the setups, I have tried out Leica's and I have tried out Stinson's. Stinson's is more of a, if you want to ride over the curbs as much as you can without affecting the car, then go with Stinson's setup. Whereas Leica's is more of a precision perfect type of setup. You know, you need to get every corner perfect and you will get an advantage. But maybe Stinson's setup this week is just suiting Atomic a lot more.
It could be. It's always driver preference. It's never plug a setup in and it works, right? It's always driver preference. It depends on how you drive the car. It goes from throttle response to brake reaction and how you brake. How you brake is huge on these setups. If you're a trail braker, then stability is all for you. But if you stab brake or you punch brake, then the stability setup is not for you. You want that looser setup to get you around the corners because you brake later and you brake harder than the trail braker.
Yeah, that's very true. So, yeah, we're going to have to wait and see how Atomic gets on with race fuel, because if he is more of a trail breaker, you may see him locking up a lot more than Leica would with a full tank of fuel. I just want to go back to the chat quickly, because we've got some predictions. VR is saying that Shorty could actually have a good race, so he's putting him in P1. Bert is saying P1 Leica, P2 Shorty, and P3 Anders. That would be an amazing podium to see. We haven't seen a podium like that in a few races. Moving a bit further down, everyone's... showing their condolences for AJ. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to race. But if my predictions, I think Shorty could take this win if it's not going to be Stinson.
I would agree. I would take a little bit of that bet. As Izat is coming through his fast lap here. I don't know if you're catching that or not, but I would take a little bit of that bet.
So Carter is actually moved up into second place right now, 131.8 compared to Stinson's 131.6. Izat is on a hot lap. He is pushing very hard. I wonder if he's going to be able to break up Stinson and Carter, or is he going to be able to take the lead? Is he going to get pole position? He's just coming around turn 18 now. Let's wait and see as Max retires. Yellow flag in the final sector. And he splits them. He splits Stinson and Carter.
He did. He split them with a
400th faster.
131.826. 400. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Wow. Good job, Izat. What a time from you. Only 2/10 off Stinson's time too. Now, again, not sure how much different each of these guys' setups are. It could be the case that Izat has gone for more of a stable race setup and Stinson's gone for outright pace and quality. We don't know, but we are going to find out in the next few minutes when they start.
We are, and I have not tried Izat. I mean, I have not tried Stinson's setup. I have looked at Izat's setup. Izat's setup is a little looser. It's almost familiar to Stinson's setup. Nothing like Leica's setup. Leica's setup is the more stable, precise setup, as you were saying before. But Izat's got that little bit of a looser setup. I believe he could even be running a 2.6 wing going into Sochi here, as I did try it. I did go on with it in another league race, but here stability is a little bit better for me, as I am a trail breaker. But we'll just have to see how the guys get on. I think it's going to be an exciting race, Robot.
Yeah, it is. I'm just looking through the incidents right now as well. We have over 20 invalidated laps. That shows you how hard it is on track limits here. And also... Oh, I can't. It's switched now. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's going to be a great race. I hope no one gets DSQ'd for the amount of corner cut we're doing. It's going to be dry. It looks a lot sunnier than it was in qualifying as well, so the track might heat up quickly. That will allow people to get away in the first stint, but when they come into the second half of the first stint, the tyre wear is going to be a lot more if it's hot and sunny out. And we could see some of these soft guys pitting early. So, in terms of strategy, what's it looking like?
It's looking about like lap 8, 9. We're going to see the majority of the guys go soft medium, yeah? And then we're going to have that unorthodox way or unorthodox strategy of the guys going medium soft, if they can keep up, which most of them can. I know Stinson can go medium soft if he wanted to, and there is some talk of a 2-stop. Maybe we'll have to wait and see, and if the guys have got the pace, they will definitely go 2-stop. But soft medium, Softs are going to go anywhere from 8 to 11 laps, depending on how you can push them and how you can save them. And in the mediums, anywhere from 17 to 20 laps, Robot.
Wow. So I know there are at least 2 people who have mentioned that they're going to do a 2-stop strategy. It's Stinson and it's Pitch Black. Both of them are teammates, and they're saying that it will be faster to go soft, medium, soft, to be on those soft tyres at the end of the race if there's no safety car. But if there is a safety car, one of them, I won't say which, said that they might go on hards after around 5 laps if there's a safety car between laps 5 and 8, I think they said. Now that would be a crazy strategy. I don't think anyone else will do anything like that unless they crash and lose a wing and just decide to go out back on hards. But yeah, I think it's going to be steady, like you said, on a soft medium. That'll be the default strat. But it's very easy to spice it up here, and the undercut definitely works. It definitely works here.
Very powerful. The undercut is very powerful around Sochi. If you get called out and you go box opposite of somebody that's doing an undercut, you can definitely be preparing for them to come out in front of you on the next lap.
Yeah, you're right, and the reason the undercut is so powerful is because how much like grip is needed to get through both sector 2 and 3. That's where they make up all their time in the undercut. It's not sector 1, it's 2 and 3, specifically the start of sector 3 where they go through that really hard right, left, right. It's so easy to just lose grip and go understeery, oversteery, and spin out there. And when you have fresh tires, you can gain around a second just in that part of the track, and that's what we're going to see if people do the undercut here. So I'm just going to check if there's any notification from our admin Max to see if it's ready. Yeah, Max is saying let me know when. Let's go for it. Where do you think the DNF zone is going to be on this track? If there was any corner where most drivers are going to DNF, where's it going to be?
Hard to say, Robot. Not a lot of places around Sochi that you just come off and you're just, you're going to burn a tire off or break the suspension. Not a lot of spots. If there was a spot, I would say turn 13, definitely turn 13, right before the bridge. That's definitely a zone where the guys are going to have to be careful. I know Carter has been practicing this move this week. He's trying to pinch inside. He's going to go inside. If he's got the look, he's going to take it. He's not going to let off. And the guys have got to be careful there at turn 13 because when they come down, it's a turn while braking. So your braking zone is within the turn, and you have to keep from locking up. If you miss the braking zone, you're going to go straight into the wall. So that would be my DNF zone is turn 13.
Turn 13. So my DNF zone is going to be 15, and the reason why is because that's one of these corners that's on the crest of a hill, and then after that it just goes downhill really gently, and that's where I have been struggling most with keeping the rear stuck to the track. But the reason I think it's going to be the DRS zone is because I think if 2 people are battling through there and one of them does spin, the other one's going to push them straight into the wall, and how fast they're going through there, he could slam them against the wall and make them lose one of their right outside tires. We've got 2 people leaving this session. I hope they can come back. Maybe the top guy Stinson can slow it down a bit. Let's see if there's anything in Discord. There are some weird connection issues today as well. I've noticed there's been a spike in PS4 reports that the system's down, so let's hope it doesn't affect this race. I'm just checking Discord to see if any of them have said anything. No one yet.
So driver lineup, guys, we've got Stinson, Ezak, Carter, AJ, Atomic is your top 5. Shorty, Vilsec, Leica, Anders, Scotty is your P10. The 2 Alfa Romeo guys, top 10. We're going to have to keep a lookout for those guys. The 2 Ferrari drivers, top 10. We'll have to keep a lookout for them. Disappointing qualifying for Tommy and P14. Ezak's teammate. We'll have to see if he can get some positions gained as they come up to the line. Gurman, Maximus, Santu, Tommy, Super Bounty, Pitch Black, and Simon, surprisingly, with a P17 last place qualifying. Not what we like to see from the McLaren guys. If they've come from D2 to D1, we'd like to see them, strive in D1 and do a little bit better. But that's your lineup, guys. Good luck to all the racers as we see them coming to the line. We're about to go to the lights. I'm going to give it to Robot for the start, and here we go.
Here we go. So there we go. The start sequence has begun. We can hear their engines revving up. We've got that yellow flag in the third sector to show us that they're ready to put the lights out. We've got lights now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, and we're away. That was a very quick start. So, can't quite tell if Stinson did actually pull away quite quickly there. Izat has managed to get right tucked in behind him as well. Hopefully he can benefit from this slipstream.
Oh no!
It's Lika Shorty and Max. That's 3
Max
drivers.
And Shorty is out. Simon's out. A huge accident going away from the start line. It is a disaster down here at the end of the start straight.
That's 5 drivers.
Safety car is coming out. It's 5 drivers as the safety car takes out Simon there.
What on earth happened there?
Wow.
That's 6 cars just stationary on the... What on
they
earth happened there?
They went 4 wide. I wish we had replay, Robot. I was right on it when it happened. It was like a Gernman Shorty, and then I believe Maximus all 4 wide trying to come through the turn. Leica tries to back out but got pinched between the Toro Rosso of Gernman, and I believe it was Shorty. They were all 3 going down after the start. Leica gets pinched. It starts a chain reaction, and
Vilsek just left the session
from there.
Too. Why is Vilsek left? He's in 5th place. I think we're going to have a restart. Lika's saying lobby's not good. Okay, hang on.
Now, Gernman did retire or leave right before the lights went out, so I'm not sure if this is a lobby instance or something else happened, but what a horrific accident. I mean, it was just, if you were on it, Robot, then it would have been a Globe Award for broadcasting, I think.
Yeah, we're going to restart. Everyone's saying that the glob was glitching, so Gernman retired from the session. I think his car may have come into some type of, I don't know, contact or something with one of the other drivers when he was an AI, and that caused this big pile-up. So that is a game bug, unfortunately, and we're going to be restarting from this, restarting the session. So Stinson's going to try and host it this time instead. And yeah, we'll get back. So this is 2 races in a row where we've had to do a restart now. Codemasters need to sort their stuff out. This is not good. So we're going to we're going to restart the lobby now, guys. So just stand by for around 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll get this started again. Really sorry for the problems with continuity right now, but we should get it back in a few minutes.
I wish you had my view of that.
Me too.
Oh my god.
So I'm just going to get the qualifying results quickly, and then we'll go. So if everyone's still watching, just stay with us. Apologies for this, but shouldn't be too long. Where's the grid? There we go.
So while you're working on that, Robot, the one thing we haven't talked about since the
yes, it is in less than a month or more than is it going to be July or June?
of the
Oh yes. Wow. I'm really excited for that. Hey, Stinson. So, ready when you are for the lobby qualifying setup. Grid setup, sorry. So, in first place, we've got Stinson, believe it or not. Izat Carter. AJ Atomic Shorty. Okay, Atomic Shorty. Okay, after that we've got Vilsek, Lika, Anders. Then we've got Scotty, ISRL, and Maximus. Okay, I'm going to send everyone. Yep, then we've got Santu, Tommy, and Super Bounty. Yeah, so it goes Anders, Scotty, ISRL, Maximus, and then... Sorry, where are you up to? So it should be, so after Scotty should be Maximus, and then Santu and Tommy. Okay, and then after Tommy we've got Bounty, Pitch Black, and Simon. Okay.
And I need one.
Yep. So let me just add him in Discord and see if he's joining.
Robot, can you send me one?
Yep. And could you two send me one as well, please? Thanks. Hey Havoc, make sure to save your footage. I definitely want to see that.
Okay.
Yep, okay. We have no quality, no race, 50%, good, custom grid, safety car collisions, vehicle damage full, weather custom, park firme, corner cutting straight. It says overcast on my screen. Oh, dynamic, clear, there we go, clear.
Did you get the tire starts, Robot?
Yeah, we've got it all in the video, so if someone doesn't start on the same tyres, they'll be in trouble. So we have 16 drivers. Is that everyone? I believe it is. Did you put Gernman in the right place? Has he joined? No, he hasn't joined, has he? Will do. Yep, Gernman said he's joining that. There he is. Gernman has joined. Great. I'm just going to send the invites again and we'll ready up. So thanks for doing that. Gernman was... Give me a second. Commentator discussion, host discussion. There we go. Gernman was in between Scotty and Maximus. Thank you very much. Good luck to you too. It's him. It's definitely him, I'm telling you. Right, so let me just message Max to see if he's good to go. Yeah, so I'm seeing a lot more yellow and red bars in the lobby than I would normally. I think this is...
am too.
So if you go on the downdetector.com or whatever it's called, you can see that everyone seems to be complaining about PlayStation in the last few hours. So
I'm not sure if they released anything. The servers are definitely probably, you know, maxed out. as far as that goes. And then it usually takes them a week or two to bump up the server or, you know, add more to get it ready to go.
We've got everyone 11 out of 16 ready. That's good. And we've got 3 spectators. Hang on, who's in this lobby? Oh, AJ's spectating. Okay, interesting. So we're back with it now. Thanks everyone who decided to stay tuned for that. Let's just see if we're still here. Let's go to live, and yes, we are loading back up. So Castle's joined us, Martin's joined us too, so good to have you guys with us. Just everyone in the chat, can you just let us know if you can hear us? Whilst we wait for everyone to choose their tyres that they qualified on, or they started the race on at least, and get their setups back. Let's hope everyone can get it done quickly.
Something we didn't look at, Robot, as far as what everybody was starting on and the differences from everyone. That was a huge thing as far as seeing what the strategy was going to be for everyone, and I didn't even think to look at what everybody was starting on.
Yeah. So, we are ready, I think. Let's just check with Max to see if he's ready. If he is, then we'll go. Yep, Max says he's ready, so we're going to ready up and go.
Yeah, can't wait. Should be a good start. Hopefully the guys get through cleaner this time than last.
Yeah. Let's hope so. They need to make sure during the hot lap, well, their warm-up lap, sorry, that they're getting these tyres up to temp. They don't want to be dragging them along the floor, cooling them down and things like that. They need to be accurate. They need to get them up. What temperature do they need to be? Surface.
About 90, Robot.
Yeah, about 90.
90, 92 on the softs. The guys on the mediums, they need to be a little cooler, I think, or maybe it's a little high. No, it's 90 for the mediums. It's 92 for the softs.
I see.
As long as they don't drag along on the formation lap, they should be fine.
So it looks like, I'm just going to switch to the tyres now, just to make sure everyone started on the same tyre. Let's have a look. Everyone's on soft, apart from the middle four. Yeah, I think that's correct. I think everyone has obeyed the rules there. Anyone in commentary, if you see anything off, let us know. Anyone who's spectating, sorry. Now, they're going to have 3-lap fresher tyres as well, because let's not forget, during the qualifying, they put 1 lap on their out lap, 1 hot lap, and then 1 in lap at least, although they're not pushing that much on the out and in lap, so that would just probably equate to just 1. So they've got an extra 2 laps, I would say, out of this first stint. Could that affect strategy in any way?
Yeah, it definitely could. The guys are just going to have to watch and be careful. We know Leica, some of the guys like Leica, Stinson, Ezat, They know how to control their tires, so they're pretty good at it and being cautious, but at the same time keeping the pace up. So the guys that can do that are the guys that are going to be victorious and finish on the podium today.
Yeah, I think you're right. So Stinson's just coming up through to turn 15 and 16 now, so it's almost about to start. Thanks for sticking with this, guys. I don't want to say I hope for another pile-up, but if there's a pile-up that wasn't caused by a glitch, then I'm all for spectating it. That's all I'll say. So if anything happens, let me know and I'll jump down to the back of the grid.
Yeah, we'll definitely do it. So again, guys, the start: Stinson, Izak, Carter, Atomic, Shorty, top 5, Vilsek, Leica, Andrew, Scotty, Gurman, top 10, Maximus, Santu, Tommy, Super Bounty, Pitch Black, and Simon round out the last 5. Here we go, Robot. It's all yours.
Right, I'm gonna stick in the midfield. I think I'm gonna stick with Shorty just to watch these guys pull away. Possibly Carter actually, because he has a better view of 1 and 2. Yeah, I'll stick with Carter, and then I will spam R2 if anything happens. Right, so we're going to jump to Carter. We're waiting for these lights to come up. Yellow flag in sector 3 is being waved. Now we are ready. The lights are up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, and it's a bit longer this time. We're waiting and we're away. Now, Izak again had a pretty good start, but Carter's fighting back. Stinson gets a better getaway than both of them, and he's already chosen the inside line. However, Izak is really close behind now. I can't see any pile-ups so far, but it looks like Izak, Stinson, and Carter may be able to go 3 wide as they get up to turn 2. Stinson outbreaks all of them. We've got a runner looking down the inside. It's looking clean. We've lost a bit of... there's a bit of carbon fibre flying around at turn 2. We've got a Williams going straight to the wall. It's Santi. Santi's retired from the session. He's out. That's a virtual safety car, so no overtaking, and reducing their speed by I think 60%, so they're going to be driving very slow for waiting for Santi's car to be cleared. Unlucky Santi, that's really unfortunate. He went straight into the wall at turn 2. I think he may have been pushed wide, but everyone's turned down their ERS, everyone's turned down their fuel probably as well, and they're going to reserve this until it's time to go again. So they're going to have to be racing towards a delta right now. Let's see if we can see it on their steering wheel. You can see it there, how much time they have to race to. So they need to drive at least 60% slower or 40% slower, and if they go over it, they're at risk of getting a penalty, and that's going to increase their risk of getting DSQ'd as well, because it's so easy to get penalties, as we said in qualifying. Now, did anything happen towards the back of the pack?
No, nothing at all, Robot. The guys got through pretty clean. A couple rows of 3 wide going into 1 there, but not too bad. Super Bounty making up the most positions on the start as he goes 3 up to P11, and then your loser is going to be Santu, as obviously as he's out. But then we've got Anders, who I believe he got hit and is down 2 positions from a collision with someone else.
Wow, so virtual safety cars come in. Everyone don't think anyone got caught out from the virtual safety car, because it is a really tricky part of the track where there's just this giant train. But we got Vilsek looking down the inside of Shorty already. Vilsek going down the inside into turn 17, and he's got the position change done. He's actually moved up to 5th place now. Now his teammate Leek is going to have to make a move on Shorty to make sure he doesn't get away. Now ISRL Gurman's in the pits, and Anders is in the pits too. This is going to be interesting to see what tyre they go on. It looks like they had front wing damage. Let's see what they changed to. Anders is coming in, and he's putting on... Is that hards or mediums? Anders has gone on to the medium type. Oh, it looks like hards, actually. He's gone for the hard compound.
He's on the hards, and Gurman went to the mediums.
Interesting. Now, he won't be able to get to the end of the race on hards. I don't think they can do 25 laps.
No.
Do you reckon they could?
No, not at all. No, not at all. They've kind of flip-flopped from where they were. So they were soft medium. Now they've went medium hard. They've both bumped up 1, but they're still not going to be able to make it to the end of the race. They're going to have to come in.
Wow. So just to let you know, as we saw Vilsek jump Shorty, we were waiting for Leaker to jump Shorty as well, but Scotty's actually got an overtake done on Leaker, so now both Alphas are in between their parent Ferrari car at the moment. So a bit of a Ferrari sandwich going on. The Alphas definitely need to get out of this sandwich if they want to maintain their championship lead so far, because Racing Point may actually be able to get it if he's can finish in the top 3, and the Alphas are getting stuck behind. Now Carter's actually just overtaken.
Actually made a move on Izak, yeah.
Wow, missed that.
And but Izak's not giving up. Izak's not giving up. He's coming back.
He's looking down the inside into 15. He can't do it, but now we've got the Renault of Atomic, who was really quick round here in qualifying. He is looking at the back of Izak right now as well. Big battle going on for 3rd place.
Atomic has got to stay consistent today, Robot. We can't see any mistakes from Atomic. This is usually the downfall of Atomic, as Stinson put in a 136.4 on a fastest lap. DRS is coming into fruition today. So they do have DRS now. Russia is one of those tracks where when DRS comes on, They have it straight away down the front stretch as soon as they cross the line.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, Atomic has got to stay consistent today. No mistakes, and we should see a podium from Atomic.
Yep. So Izat just cut the corner at turn 2. That's going to be his first warning. He broke a bit too late and he had no time at all to turn it in, so he just cut the corner instead. So we're going to keep an eye on Izat's penalties that will pop up at the bottom of the screen, because it's going to be really crucial, as we've been saying all this time. He's gone wide again. He's struggling. Doesn't look like these tyres have switched on for him, and Atomic is about to pounce. They're just coming up to turn 7 now. Not a place to overtake, but he's struggling. Atomic has closed that gap down again by another 10th as they come up to turn 8 now. Let's see if he can do it. If he's going to do it, it's going to be at turn 11 and 12.
Now let's go back, Robot, when we were talking about qualifying and the setups that these guys were using. Atomic is currently using Stinson's setup. Stinson is 2.6 seconds ahead of Carter. Izat is falling behind. Now we know Izat's setup is not the same as Stinson's. It's not the same as Atomic's, as Atomic goes down the inside.
Yep. Nicely done. Nicely
right
done.
At 12 or 13. Yeah, nice move from Atomic there. But we do know the guys are on completely different setups. As Izat looks inside, he's going to hold off here. He's going to wait for the DRS line. But we know that the guys' setups are different from P1 to P4.
You're right. And as we were going through that, Gernman was the first one to pick up a penalty on lap 3. So it only took 3 laps, cutting 3 corners, and he now has a penalty. Not good for Gernman.
No bueno.
I've also got some inside info. Gernman forgot to choose his custom setup, so he's going to be riding with the default setup, which is really going to affect his race. I don't think he's going to be able to get up into the points now. He is a fast driver, but... Oh, Atomic! And he's almost cut the corner. Atomic definitely cut the corner. He's definitely picking up a penalty for that as well. So let's keep an eye on Atomic's penalties too. It's not going well for these drivers at the beginning. Stinson's pulled away, Carter's pulled away, and the battle for third place is still going on. We're seeing Atomic having to lift as he's going through turn 4 there to make sure he doesn't get a penalty, and that allows Izat to overtake him. So Izat's got that third place back, and now Vilsek is catching up to these two. Now, looking on track, it looks like it's Atomic and Izat that are closest, so we'll stick with them for now. We do have a bit of a battle going on between Scotty and his teammate Shorty for 6th place, but I don't think anything's going to come of that until they get to turn 10, 11, which they're coming to now, actually, so let's have a look. We're going to ride on board.
They're definitely going to have team orders.
I think so. Leaker's dropped down 1.4 seconds on the back of Scotty, so maybe he's doing some tyre management right now to make sure he can pounce later on. But remember, the undercut is really crucial here, and if you do undercut, you're most likely to get the guy in front. So I think it's just a race where you need to push.
Yeah, it is crucial, Robot, but what Leaker is doing is he's leaving Vilsek out to dry. If he's not pushing the Alfa Romeos are pushing Vilsek. He needs to get up there and try to get in the mix and get these guys off of Vilsek, because right now they're just teaming up and doing a DRS chain, and they're going to be pushing Vilsek as hard as they can. Leaka's got to get up there and get involved.
He does, and Max has now dropped that gap between him and Tommy for 10th place, battle for 10th place, to just 3/10. He's going to have DRS now as well. He switched his DRS to overtake. Let's see if he can catch him. DRS is so powerful here. You can see how much speed he has already as they go through turn 1. Tommy's chosen the inside line. He's moving slightly to the left to try and get the racing line back, but Max is already there. Can he keep it around the outside? No, he can't. Tommy fights back and gets the position back too to maintain that final point in P10 for now. I'm going to... Go ahead.
He parked it right in the middle, Robot. That's right where you want to be at. Perfect defensive move. Maximus is still looking to try to get the move done.
He is.
But Tommy is doing a very good job of defensive moves here.
You're right, he's locking up slightly as he's going through turn 5, sorry. I'm going to quickly jump back up to Shorty and Vilsek, because Shorty's closed the gap to Vilsek now. It's less than half a second. Let's see if he can maintain it. Vilsek goes wide, may have got a warning there for cutting a corner. I've not seen any more penalties yet, but he now has the DRS. Shorty does, he's gaining on him. He's got so much more speed. Vilsek's chosen the inside at 13, but will he be able to get him on the outside at 12? I don't think so. They're side by side, and he managed to keep it, but Vilsek's going to try and do the switch back. And no, he's not. He's side by side again.
He's still there. He's still there.
Into 15. Who's going to break later? It's going to be Shorty, and that's affected his line. Vilsek's closed the door on him. They've touched, and Shorty spun. Ooh, almost. He's managed to save it. But now he's going to be fighting with Anika.
I think there was room. I think there was room there, Robot. I think Vilsek left the room. Shorty may have just ran wide there and got into him, and that's what caused the incident.
Yeah. I think that was just both people going for the apex. That's all it was. We're going to jump back up to Scotty right now because Scotty's just 2 tenths behind and he's got so much more speed than Vilsek into turn 2. He's got the inside. He's going to be able to take the outside at the end of turn 2, and he's got that position change done. Well done,
Vilsek got a great exit out of turn 2 there, so he is still there. It's not given up yet. He can come back right down here at the turn and make it up as he did. He's caught so much room up, but he's got to make it happen sooner. He's not going to go away, Robot. He's going to be here for the rest of the lap.
Yeah, so now we've got an Alpha in front of a Ferrari and then a Ferrari in front of an Alpha with a similar gap between them as well. So Shorty's pressuring Leaker and Vilsek is pressuring Scotty. Now Vilsek's going to get DRS and Shorty's going to get DRS. Hopefully, no, Leaker's not going to get it. He's only 1.2 behind. He's not within a second. So both members from each team that are currently leading the other are going to be stuck as they get to the DRS zone right now. Oh, Shorty, sorry, has a huge snap of oversteer as he's coming out of turn 10. That's affected him. He's not going to be able to overtake Leaker now until he gets to the main straight. Let's see how Vilsek's getting on behind Scotty. He's not managed to close that up either. So who's doing better ERS management? It's currently Scotty. He has more.
Now Shorty does have a lot here. They go into the braking zone down into 16. He's got the most ERS out of all 4 of the drivers, so he can come back. He's definitely going to make a move on Leica going down after the start-finish line, going down into 1. So he's going to turn it up here. He's going to go to 4. He actually goes to hot lap, and we're going to see him take off.
So Vilsek's also got the DRS as well, so I'm going to stick with Vilsek just to see if he can do it. He's gaining, but I don't think he's close enough. Scotty's chosen the middle of the track again. Careful placement there by Scotty. Very good driving. It's the clever thing to do. But Vilsek has more speed as they're now going through this really long off-camber turn at 3. Can he keep it behind? He's staying behind. He's not going to be able to get him yet. How's it looking with Shorty?
Still fighting, Robot. Still fighting. 0.5 behind. I don't think Leica's going to let him have it back, or he's going to make it hard. Shorty's going to have to get into this ERS and try to make the catch-up during the lap when they come down into the DRS zone after turn 11, and then try to make it happen somewhere around there. If he can't make it happen after 10 and 11, he's going to have to make it on the front stretch. Yeah, Gurman is DNF now.
That's a shame. So I'm going to jump to Pitch, because Pitch is just 2 tenths now behind Simon. Let me know if anything changes between the Ferraris and the Alphas, but I just want to see how this bit gets on because they're about to come up to the DRS zone and Pitch might be able to get an overtake on Simon if he can keep within 1 second here.
So Shorty did make the move on Leica here, Robot. They come around. Ooh. And he's going to have it done. He's going to have it 13, done. But Leica's trying to switch back. And he does. He gets him side, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Shorty's got it in.
But now look how close Vilsek is behind Scotty as well. The thing is, Leaker and Vilsek are both going to have the DRS now in turn 1 and 2. Ah, Leaker's in! He's pitting! He's going for the undercut.
8, we've seen him do it in practice, Robot. He did this in practice. He did come in at 8. That means he's going to go on a long stint on the... But the undercut is huge here at Sochi. And Vilsek is still close. He's making a move going down into turn 1.
He's got the overtake.
Is he going to have enough? Yeah, Scotty couldn't take the middle of the track like he was before. And Vilsek makes it look easy. He's got the better line out. He's going to get the better traction out, and he's going to take the position down around Spoon.
Wow. So Leaker's going for that undercut. He's going to put on the mediums. Can you just check if Leaker is currently on the mediums? Oh, we've got a car off. Is that? Oh, that's ISR.
He is on the mediums.
Yeah. Leaker's on the mediums, so he's going to be hoping to get to the end of the race here.
Simon is also in. He's on the mediums as well, so he did box match Leica. I'm not sure if it was for a wing, but he did box match Leica. He is going to come out behind Anders.
Interesting. So now Vilsek is going to be under pressure as they come to the second DRS zone of the lap through 11 and 12 now. Let's see if Scotty's going to be able to... He's a bit too far behind. I don't think he's going to get an overtake now, but they're both going to be coming into the pits now, I reckon, because these tyres are going to be so much slower than a fresh pair of mediums on lap 9.
They could be, but we still have the top 8 guys on softs. 7 laps in. I don't know if the rest of the guys are going to come in. Stinson definitely is going to try to max these things out.
Really sorry to interrupt you there, but Carter is now coming to the pits. He's going to try and perform the undercut on Izat because Izat was catching him half a second a lap there. He was just within 2 tenths when Carter decided to pit, and I imagine he's going on to the mediums too. So, did any of the others pit? No, they did not. Both the Ferrari and both Alphas are still out on track. Is Leaker's undercut going to work here? Why did any of them pit? Now,
I think they're trying to make it last here, Robot. I don't think his undercut is the same as the natural undercut we would see. Oh, Scotty made the move on Vilsack going after one.
Vilsack left just enough space.
Goes outside and switches back to the inside, and somehow kept the traction on 8-lap-old tires. I don't know how he did it.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I haven't seen an overtake like that since Silverstone.
The
possibly.
One you did on me at Silverstone.
So yeah, I was talking about AJ's overtake, but yeah, maybe that one as well.
Yeah.
So wow, good job. Scotty's moved up to 4th. Now, are we going to see them pit? They're only in Sector 2 right now. Leaker, let's see how far behind Leaker is. I'm just going to try and do some quick math. No, Leaker's way far behind. He's not. So we've got 4, 8, it's 15, 19, he's 25, 26
but the
seconds.
pit stop is, and the pit stop's around 24, so we're going to see Leaker push here.
He's going to have to put in a hell of a lap.
Vilsack's going to have to come in if they want to do the same undercut. Now, this could be a team undercut, not an individual undercut from the driver himself. This could be a team undercut where both drivers are trying to undercut.
They're all staying out.
Field,
no one's coming in.
And they stayed out. Wow.
But, so the thing is, Leaker's too far behind right now. He's more than 25 seconds behind, I think. Let me just check that again.
Well, I have to see if it changes. He's 1.4 back. Pitch Black is on mediums, 8 laps old. He's 5.5.
Oh, looks like going down the inside into 2. Sorry to interrupt you there. They nearly came into contact there. And they have they're touching tyres. They're touching tyres. But now Vilsack's going to be under pressure from the Alpha behind him as well.
He's sandwiched in an Alfa Romeo here, Robot. He's got to get out of it. If not, then Shorty's going to make the move as well.
Not at 4, but look how close Shorty's behind. You're right. You're completely right. I think Scotty is trying to help his teammate here.
Into him. Yeah, they're tearing into him, Robot. They're making Vilsack do whatever they want him to do.
So I'm going to quickly jump down to Atomic to see how his pace is on fresh mediums compared to 9-lap-old mediums. He's behind Tommy right now. I'm wondering why Likey isn't able to switch
went wide. Vilsack lost tons of times on Scotty there. And Shorty, it's let Shorty catch up here. They're going to go into the ERS as they come around the turn. He got super wide coming out of 9 and 10. I don't know if it's going to be enough for Shorty to catch up and make the pass, but he did get the DRS, and they're going down into the bridge turn. So it wasn't enough, but he did get super wide. That lets us know that the soft tires are falling off, and they're done, Robot.
They are done. So it looks like 9-10 laps is going to be their limit. Useful info for all those D2 drivers that are watching right now. Jan, we've got people asking, when are you going to come back? Oh, we've got someone in! We've got someone in! It's going to be Scotty! Scotty is now!
Yeah, Scotty's in. Vilsack stays out!
Oh, no. Now...
And then Shorty had to box opposite of Scotty because they didn't want to do the double stack, so Vilsack stayed out to hold Shorty off and box the same as Shorty, but Scotty came in. That's going to be Alfa Romeo's pick for the race, Scotty.
So Leaker's not even at 17 yet, and Scotty's already out of his pit box. Leaker's just gone through 17, and Vilsack. Scotty is back up to racing speed, racing limits now.
Now it's close.
It's close, but not close enough. So that means that the undercut didn't work.
Not close enough. The undercut was not there.
And look, he's going to have 2-lap younger tyres, 3-lap younger tyres than Leaker 2. It didn't work.
It didn't work
did Leaker get caught up in any traffic?
How far back he was. I don't know if he got caught up in traffic. Now, Pitch Black and Anders are there, and like I had to go through. So if he was clear, maybe the undercut would have worked, or he would have been closer. But we're never going to know. That's one of those situations you're never going to know unless it's just the 2 drivers on track. But he's there. He's got to figure out a way to start gaining time and make it work. As Atomic picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings down in P7,
and that's his third one
for new tires.
That's his 3rd penalty. So sooner or later, if we're on lap 11, by lap 20 he's going to get DSQ'd.
We're gonna have to keep track of these penalties, Robot. It's gonna play a big part at the finish of the race. If they don't get DQ'd,
Vilsack's coming in.
And he is.
As is Shorty, they're both in. Oh, Vilsack overshoots! Vilsack overshoots the pit lane and comes across the line, and he's picked up a penalty! 5-second penalty for speeding!
No,
Vilsack!
So easy to do at Sochi.
And I think he's going to serve it now. He's going to. Oh no, he's not. They're changing his tires, and he's away.
He's out.
Shorty's ahead. No, Shorty's not ahead. Let's see if he can jump him though. Let's see if he can do it. He's gone onto the mediums. No, he's not. He's not.
He's not going to do it. Izat picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Wow.
And Stinson pitted.
Stinson managed to extend his stint to 11 laps.
Now Maximus has not pitted. He did pit earlier on in the race.
Oh, Shorty gets out ahead! Shorty made that undercut work! Scotty. Scotty's ahead of Vilcek now. He did it.
So the undercut does work. I think Leica just got caught up in traffic.
But look, Leica has actually come out ahead of Shorty. Shorty's 6 tenths behind him. And you'll see now, actually, they are back to where they were. It was!
Yeah, that's what the race was. It was like in Shorty, not like in Scotty. It was like in Shorty, so the undercut worked it did work. It worked for Ferrari.
But the only problem is, though, they've come out in the same position they were in before, but Shorty's on 4-lap younger tyres than Leica. So Leica is going to be disadvantaged in about 5 to 10 laps time. 4 laps, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. We'll have to see. Now, Leica is a veteran. He does know how to make these tires last a little bit longer, so maybe that's going to get him on around Sochi. We'll just have to wait and see, but I think he's going to be able to do it. I don't think the tire advantage is going to help Shorty at all, becoming new into the league, so we'll have to see if he can make it work.
Yes, indeed. So, Atomic is very close behind Carter. Carter just overtook him, actually, and Atomic is now a second behind. He's dropping down a bit. We've got a bit of a battle going on between Pitch Black and Bounty. Oh, Pitch Black is spun! He's spun at turn 16. That was my DNF zone, I think. Oh, no, it's 13. He spun at 13. That was your DNF zone.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope he can cool those tyres down and get back to racing. Let me just jump on board with them and see if we can see how hot his tyres are. They're just under 100 degrees, so he does need to cool them down a bit. And I'm going to jump back up to Vilcek because he's got DRS. He's looking down the inside at turn 2. He brakes a lot later.
Leica as well. No, Shorty held off.
Wow, that was close. Vilcek is less than a tenth behind. He's still trailing him.
He's still there.
He is still there. He's not going to make a move here. This battle is great between these Ferraris and Alphas. Sorry in the stream if we've just been focusing on these 4, but they are closest on track and they are giving us the most entertainment right now. If you do spot anyone that we should be looking at, let us know in the stream, please. I'm going to jump down to Super Bounty because he is challenging Anders right now as well. So let's just have a look at the standings right now. So Izat is leading with Shorty in 2nd place. Stinson has currently got the race lead. So he's going to get a handful of points. Let's see how far behind he is in terms of the driver standings. If you just keep an eye on Scotty, well, on the Alphas and Ferraris, and let me know if anything happens between them.
Yep.
Stinson's actually 21 points behind Izat right now. So a race win for him here will help him get that to just 14 if Izat can maintain 2nd place. So he really needs to finish in some high points here.
He does. And let's go to Scotty and Vilcek.
Sure.
Robot they're coming around 17, 18 now. Let's go to him because Vilcek's gotten a little closer and Scotty went wide there. They're going to come around the last turn, go across the start-finish line. I want to see if the DRS is going to be enough for Vilcek to make the move down into turn 1 as he did last time.
I think it will be. Look how much speed he has. Scotty's chosen the left side this time. Vilcek's got the overtake done.
He's not parking it in the middle like he did before.
So who's got the younger tyres? Vilcek has 1 lap younger tyres, but look how quick Scotty was out of 2. He's side by side with him. He's not got the optimal line, as you can see. He's struggling, but he's going to have the inside into 4. Oh, they've touched slightly there, and he's gone wide. That's going to allow Vilcek to get away a little bit.
It is. Scotty made the right move in backing out, though. If he would have held the position and tried to stay where he was at, it would have definitely been a spin. So Scotty made the right move. He backed off a little bit. He knew Vilcek had the line, so he had to come off, restart, do it again.
So Max just got overtaken by Carter too. Max has taken his laps all the way from the beginning. 13 lap mediums. He'll have to pit soon. He's in a pretty good position now, but
he's going to have to wait until 17, I think, Robot, to go on the softs.
I think so. But the feel of his car at the end is going to be a lot better, though. He may be able to get a lot of
Izat's teammate Tommy, as well, is on 13-lap-old mediums. He is also going to have to go into at least 17 to make the softs work as they get a brand new set of softs. But I mean, I don't think it's going to do anything. Is the top 10 guys have already pitted, so when they do come in and make their pit stop, it's going to drop them all the way out of P10.
Yeah, it is. It is. So Atomic is close to the back of Max right now. I reckon Atomic's going to get an overtake done around turn 4, actually. He's looking down the inside into 2, but he's not going to be able to do it there. But he's got so much more grip in his tyres, I think he's going to get it done now. So let's watch him as he goes through turn 4. Really long left-hander. Turn 3, sorry. He's behind. He's got a bit of a toe, but Max has parked his car in the middle, and he's kept him behind, so not able to overtake yet. Max goes deep. And
Atomic's got to be careful. Atomic's got to be really careful. Now, this is where a lot of his race incidents happen, is when he's trying to overtake and he pushes the fact a little bit.
Ooh, he's touched
as
it.
He did right there, and he broke an end plate. I think he just broke an end plate, and this is exactly what I was getting on. He's trying to push the fact and get it done earlier than what's going on. He's still got 12 laps to go.
He's broke his front left end plate, you're right. He shouldn't have done that. He should have been patient and waited 2 more corners, and he could have done it so easily here.
He's got to wait.
Now, I'm going to jump back down.
Max might get that spot back.
He might do, yeah. But he does have to pit again, though. So let's not forget, Atomic already has 3 penalties. Oh no! Ooh, Scotty almost dies from Vilsec. He gets a lot of slippage and drifting through 13, and he may have lost an end plate himself. Let's see if we can see it. His front left's all right. No, his wing's fine.
He's still good. He's still good. Unless it's a winglet, I think he's still good. But he's got to pay attention. He can't make that risk in the move. At this point in the race, he's got to be cautious here. You can't make that brake move down into turn 13. It's just not the place to do it, as Leica is going to gain some time on him here.
Yeah, so you can see that Shorty's dropped down about 2 seconds on Leica. I'm not sure what's happened to him. Maybe he's doing some tyre management to save him for the end of the race. Vilsec is just 6 tenths behind Tommy right now, and Scotty's just 8 tenths behind Vilsec. So it looks like Ferrari's going to have the upper hand here, and they may finish with both Alphas. If they can make their tyres last longer, because we do know Leica's on 4-lap older tyres.
Yeah, you're right. But we know Leica is, one of the best guys in the field as far as saving tires and making them last a long time. He can make these things go 3, 4, maybe even 5 laps longer than what their I can't think of the word, robot, but the suggested tire management is for the tires. So he can make them last about 3 to 4 laps longer than what they're suggested.
Yeah. So Vilsec is now at the back of maybe life expectancy. Sorry, I was trying to think of the word you were looking for.
That might be it as well.
Yeah, so Vilsec is now
going to
make
the move. He's going down there, going down to 13. He's going to make the move here, make it look easy. Tommy has.
Oh, he's gone deep. Vilsec's gone deep
here.
Oh, Vilsec almost came into contact with Tommy, but he's okay. He's okay.
And now Scotty's there. Scotty's got to get this done fast if he wants to keep up with the Vilsec. If Scotty doesn't get this done sooner than later, Vilsec's going to pull away.
Yeah, but Vilsec's going to have no DRS. Oh, the thing is, Scotty is just overtaken Tommy before the DRS detection
Tommy was trying to come in.
Oh, no. That means Scotty's not going to get DRS now, look, because he's under a second. He needs to pull it back now.
Guess who is going to get DRS? Like is going to get DRS coming down out of the last turn.
The racing points just really hurt Scotty there. Scotty's going to have the inside. Leica's going to have the speed advantage, though. Let's see if he can do it.
He did. No. He's going to get around.
Scotty's given up. He's given up. Now both Ferraris are ahead of both Alphas. Vilsec dropped his gap there by half a second. I think he may have slowed down.
Scotty, robot. Scotty's making the move in the 3 or 4.
Oh, he's got it back. He's got it back.
It's in 4. He's got it back.
Bravo, Scotty. That was a brave move.
Around the outside of turn 3, he went around Leica there.
Oh, Leica getting snappy. Oh, he's managed to save it. He's managed to save it. Where did that come from? That was impressive. But Leica, look how close Leica is behind. He's not giving up.
Yeah, he got huge traction coming out of 2. Going around 3, he had the better traction advantage to Leica there. Leica's got to stay close, and he can make this pass back, as I think Scotty is already worried about Shorty not being able to contribute to the fight here. Leica's going to get this spot back, hopefully around here, as he makes a move. They go into 13. They've got to be careful. He's on the inside, now the outside. He pushes Scotty on the inside.
Ooh. Oh, that was a bit strange.
A little, yeah, maybe a little aggressive from Leica there. he may think he's got the faster pace and he wants to get through fairly quickly.
But now Scotty's going to have a far better... Yeah, there you go. He's got a far better exit out of 18, and he's going to have a DRS.
Does, and Shorty's going to pick up the DRS as well.
Lika could be... Oh, no, I think Shorty's a bit too far behind to get moved on Lika. Lika's squeezing him out to the right again.
He squeezes him on the right.
I don't think Lika's too happy.
Here comes the switchback.
No penalty. No penalty. Oh, Lika's got speed. He's got so much speed. He's going to go to round 3.
Just like Scotty did it to him on the previous lap.
He's outbroken. Yeah, he's got that position. Oh, no, Scotty. No, Scotty's still there. He's still there, though. He's not. Lika is leaving it.
Drive.
Oh, they're so close on track right now. A very aggressive drive from Lika right now.
Now, what you don't see, Robot, and what the viewers don't see is while Lika is holding up the Alfa Romeos, Vilsek has gained 3.8 seconds on the guys, and he's gone. So Lika is actually contributing to the Ferrari guys, and he's letting Vilsek run away with the P5, and I don't think it would be enough if Scotty was to get by now to catch up with Vilsek.
No. And so Shorty has managed to get into DRS zone on Scotty. I'm not sure if the Alphas like to do any team orders. I think they just like to race as much as they can. But since Shorty's on one lap younger tyres, Scotty could allow him to get past him and make sure he can overtake Lika, and then Shorty could back Lika up into Scotty. They could do it that way.
It could. We could see that as Vilsek's getting very close to Atomic.
Yeah, look, Scotty's dropped back a bit. He's 6/10 behind. He's going to have DRS, but he's not in a position to overtake right now. He's a bit too far behind. He's got 8% ERS as well. He is not doing good ERS management compared to Lika, who's got 22%, and Shorty, who's got 64%. Scotty needs to manage his ERS more than what he is doing now. Now, Scotty has managed... Oh, he's got a penalty. Scotty's got a 3-second time penalty. Havoc, if you don't mind, could you quickly just check who's got the penalties to see if any of this is going to affect these drivers in the top 10? Shorty's just picked up a penalty too. Oh, no. I don't think the Ferraris have any. And Vilsek is now less than a second behind Atomic, so I'm going to watch this battle for a little bit. So here comes Vilsek with DRS on Atomic into 13. He's managed to close the gap by 3/10 just on that straight at 11 and 12 alone, but he's not managed to overtake yet, but he will if he can close it up by less than 5/10 before they get to turn 17. Let's see if he can do it. It's currently 6/10, bang on. Comes through 17 there, 16 there. He's 6.8 tenths behind. As they get to 17, it's 5/10 right now. I think he's going to be able to do it as Atomic locks up, but Vilsek goes a little bit deep there. Let's see if he has DRS. Stinson picks up a 3-second time penalty too. These guys need to be careful. Now, Vilsek has got DRS.
Now, Atomic's got 6 seconds of time penalties as I see it right now, Robot.
Okay.
Vilsek has a 5-second time penalty, if you remember earlier before from where he sped in the pit lane. Right, and then Stinson has got a 3-second time penalty. Now, if you're telling me that he just picked up another, that should be 6 seconds on Stinson. T has got 6 seconds of time penalties. Let's go further down the list here, Robot, as I'm not even halfway through here. Scotty's got 3 seconds of time penalties. Atomic has got another 3 seconds, so he's got 9 seconds of time penalties. Shorty's got 3 seconds, so Stinson's going to have 3 seconds. T has got 6 seconds. Scotty has got a 3-second. Shorty has got a 3-second. Vilsek has a 5-second. If he can just stay close, then he's going to have Atomic no matter what. So the penalties are going to play a huge part in the race at the end of the race.
They are. Now, Vilsek is 5/10 behind Atomic. So if Atomic's got 6 seconds and Vilsek has 5...
No, Atomic's got 9.
Oh, 9 seconds. Oh, beg your pardon. So Vilsek's already got this overtake done on him before he was on track. Max is retired. He's come off at turn. Is that 10? Virtual safety car. We've got a virtual safety car. Let's see if we can see what happened to him.
No, I'm on with Simon. Simon's coming around.
No, his car's just disappeared. We're not going to be able to see what happened.
It's going to go.
Oh, unlucky Maximus.
Now, virtual safety car plays into the hands of Carter here, Robot. Carter can make up a little bit of the distance, but not a lot. But he had 12-lap old tires, so he's on 4-lap older tires than he's at. It's not going to help him at all. He's on 3-lap older tires than Vilcek. Now, earlier this week, during practice sessions, Vilcek and Carter did go out at the same time and go around Sochi. Oh no, Stints got a drive-through penalty! Oh no!
Oh my gosh! Oh my! Scotty just jumped Lika as soon as the green flag came at turn 2. He managed to overtake Lika. Very clever thinking there. He jumped him.
Asleep?
I think Lika was slowing down because he was below the delta.
Now Stinson's effectively over. Yeah, P1 is done for Stinson, so drive-through penalty. Izat is now provision P1. Carter is going to be provision P2. Izat has got 6 seconds of time penalties. Now Carter is 6.9 behind.
Yeah, and that drive-through is going to cost him 20 seconds. So that means
it is. Vilcek picks up another 3 seconds.
Oh no,
He's
that's 8
gotta
seconds.
Stop picking these things up. Yeah, I don't think now. Scotty has got 3 seconds. I think Scotty effectively has jumped Vilcek if he stays close.
Oh no, that's not good.
Carter, I did not see any time penalties. Stinson's going to drop.
Stinson's
going to serve
now.
a time penalty now.
Okay, let's see where he comes out. So Carter's going to overtake him.
I think he can come back in the P3 or P4.
Oh, he will. He will. Oh, of course, because he's not stopping, is he? So it's only going to be about 15 seconds. So that's his. He's got 3rd place. He's going to hunt down Carter now.
And he's only 4.7 behind Carter.
Yeah, he's going to hunt him down here. He is quicker than Carter. And
he's
now,
got 3-lap newer tires.
Lika's about to jump Scotty too.
He's going to do it here. He's going to do it down in turn 1.
Yeah, he's got him. He's got him.
Now, we knew penalties were going to play a huge part into the race today, but I did not think it was going to be as huge as this. I didn't think it was going to be as important as this, as Pitch Black picks up a 3-second time penalty. Oh no, Scotty's going to go back to the inside, and they touch!
Yeah, so Lika actually switched position there.
He almost ruined it for both of them.
He's driving too aggressive. He needs to slow it down. I mean,
yeah, he's going to have to calm down here.
Yeah.
You don't want to take someone else's race away from him, especially a top 5. You don't want to do it.
Definitely not. And we've actually got people in the chat too saying that Lika's being too aggressive. That he's squeezing these drivers off the track. He needs to be more careful. He needs to cool down. He's got the speed to be able to get top 5 here. He just needs to cool down and keep it clean.
Yeah, he's just got to take a second, take a breath, and build back up from this. Now Carter has actually grown the distance. Oh no, Scotty went wide. No. He's managed to save it. They're beating and banging. I think Scotty is being just as aggressive as Lika here, as he late braked and went right into Lika. So
I think
Carter is growing the time difference here to Stinson. Stinson is not catching up to him as I thought he would with 4 laps left to go. Stinson's got to make this happen now. He's got to start breaking the time and eating into Carter's lap now. He can't wait any longer.
So Lika's made, let's have a look, he's made his position change as he goes into turn 1. He's chosen the inside line, and he's kept the inside line, so he's managed to keep it a bit cleaner. Now,
Scotty went around the outside, and he's went too wide.
Deep.
Both the Alphas have gone wide, as Atomic has picked up the fastest lap at 135.7. He's in P10, so he has gotten the point for fastest lap.
Lika's got a 3
Oh no, Lika picked up a 3-second time penalty. Oh no.
Yeah,
I think that's his first. I did not see any time penalties from Lika, so him and Scotty should be tied as far as penalties go, so Lika cannot pick up another time penalty, or it's going to give it to Scotty easy. Now, the other thing to look at here, Robot, Lika is 5.1 behind Vilcek. Vilcek's got a 5-second time penalty, and I think he may have picked up another one here. So Scotty and Lika could be fighting for P4.
Scotty's still keeping his head cool, I think. He's not doing any silly moves. He's just waiting to get Lika on track. He's looking down the inside.
Stinson just got the fastest lap, 135.5. Wow. He beats it by 2 tenths.
And that's on 12-lap old mediums.
Yeah, 12-lap old mediums. and Atomic was on softs, 2-lap-old softs. Lika!
He's trying to turn into him. What is he doing? Keep your head cool, Lika.
Sure.
Keep your head cool. This is silly.
Yeah, he's got to let this go. He takes the inside here.
Right.
The Alphas are just going to gang up on him. I don't know if Lika's going to have enough to hold off both the Alphas.
No, he's not.
Because if one gets by, you can be assured that the other one is going to go as well. Scotty's Lika kind of lets him go.
Yeah, and there goes the other one. There goes the other one. Both Alphas are now got him.
They've both gone by. Lika's going to have to fight to keep the P5 position.
Oh, they're coming to contact. They're coming to contact, and he's gone white. Oh no. Okay, let's hope these guys can keep it clean to the end of the race. Now, where's so Vilsek is pulled away 6 seconds now. So Vilsek is trying to extend that to make sure he doesn't get caught out by the penalties
he
picked
has.
up.
I think Lika was trying to hold them up because of the time penalties. I think that's what was happening, Robot.
Atomic. Oh, that's Atomic's 5th penalty. So that's one more, and then he's DSQ'd.
Yep, and he's got 3 laps left to go. He's going to have to chill out.
Yep. Wow. So Izat taking a win. He's going to extend his championship lead. So Stinson, when he got that drive-through. Oh, Lika's looking. He's looking. Let's have a look. He's gone down the inside in 13. Lika's got the position back.
Izat does have penalties. I don't know if it's going to be enough for Carter to pass. Carter's probably trying to fight immensely to try and close the gap, as he may know how many penalties Izat has. We'll have to see what happens, but it's not going to happen with an 8-second gap, Robot.
Yeah, you're right. It's not.
Now they're definitely not going to catch Vilsek.
Oh, we got yellow in sector 3. Who is it? It's a Renault. It's Atomic. He's spinning. He's heating up his tires.
Oh no, he's got to cool him down.
Yeah, he needs to be careful. He's turned his ERS down already, which is good. Let's see if he can keep his tires cool now. He's going to have to wait until he gets to turn 1.
He's going to come around if he doesn't stop.
Yeah, I'm going to jump back up. Oh, Lika's out! Lika's doing it! I missed it! Oh, no! He's out! Oh, missed it! I think that was just as they were coming through turn 3. He is out!
Super Bounty.
Oh, no! He's out! He's out! He's out! I've missed it! Oh, no! Really sorry, guys, who are watching that we missed that. Hopefully we can get a replay from one of these guys later on. But he's out. He's out. That's cost Ferrari about 10 points there.
That's in the same spot, Robot, that they've been going at it the whole race. Turn 3, or turn 2. They've been going at it here the whole time, and something was bound to happen here. Now, Lika may have solidified Vilsek's P4 position, but it's caused him to retire from the race. Now, frustration has gotten the better of these guys, as Stinson picked up a 3-second time penalty.
Wow.
But it's just solidified Ferrari's, first driver as being retired.
This is not good. So, if Vilsek gets these, what's he going to get? 12 points here. Let me just check something. Yes, he is going to jump his teammate. He's going to be on 38 points, and Lika's only on 33. So that top spot at Ferrari has just switched around.
Just bad luck, Robot. I mean, just not something we want to see. Scotty has actually dropped 2 spots as Anders and Superpanic. So something had to happen between Scotty and Lika, yeah? So Scotty is down 2 spots, or actually he's down 4 spots as Shorty had to jump him as well. So something had to happen between the 2 guys as Thomas coming in again for another pit stop. Just horrible luck. Not what we wanted to see out of Ferrari today.
Not at all. The thing is, the Alphas, from what I could see, I'm not sure what it looked like from anyone else's perspective, but the Alphas just kept their cool the whole time. They weren't doing any team orders. They were just waiting for the correct moments to overtake, and when it was there, they made sure it was clean. And I think Lika was just a little bit more on the aggressive side today. Trying to make sure Vilsek can get away. And in the end, I need to see what happened there. We'll probably see something in the Stewards channel, but in the end, that may have cost him 5th place. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Now, we are on the last lap with Izat, at least, who's just gone through turn 1. What an amazing race from Izat. He's pretty much led every single lap here, I think.
Let's see what the penalties do as they cross the line, Robot. I want to see what happens.
Yep.
I mean, I'm interested to see how the jumps are going to... I think we're going to see 3 or 4 jumps in the top 10.
Yeah, and if you notice, Scotty had to pit. He's on fresh soft, so something must have happened between him and Lika. He's pitted for fresh soft, and yeah, so... So Alpha's not going to look too good at the top of the championship. Alpha may lose their lead here, because Scotty's only going to be getting 2 points for his team, whereas Shorty's only going to be getting 10. So that's a big change.
He's going to pick up the P4, yeah.
He's going to get a whole 12 points, yeah.
Wow. That's all I can say. Wow.
Scotty could get the fastest lap. He could get the fastest lap still. Let's see if he can do it. Let's just see who's got the fastest so far. It's currently Stinson. No, Stinson with 135.5.
Yeah, they're 135.5, yeah. After Atomic did the 135.7.
So here comes Izat. He's just going through 16 now, coming up to 17. Absolutely fantastic race. Again, by one of our champion of the world here, Izat. Solid racer. Rarely puts a foot wrong. Coming through the final corner now. Well done, and he crosses the line off the track. Congratulations, Izat. Solid 25 points for Racing Point there. Next up is going to be Carter. Second place, 18 points. Well done, Carter. Let's see if Stinson can jump Carter with his penalties. No, he can't. It's going to stay 1, 2, 3. Izat, Carter, and Stinson. Next up is going to be Vilsek in the Ferrari. Solid race by Vilsek again. He made sure he kept himself out of trouble. And he is going to get 12 points for Ferrari now. So well done, Vilsek, one of our up-and-coming drivers. Very good race there. He's finished in 4th. Now let's see if Shorty can jump him.
Now Vilsek got another 5-second time penalty for an uncertain penalty. We'll have to see if Shorty
finishes 5th.
Is going to jump him. He doesn't.
And stays in 6th as well. Next up is going to be Super Bounty. Very nice to see McLaren in the points. And his teammate, look, as well, is also in the points too. That's both McLaren finishing in the points. Fantastic.
Good on McLaren. Just an awesome sight to see for McLaren to come P7, P10, both in the points. Tommy comes in P8. Scotty is pushing. I believe he's going to try to get the fastest lap as he comes through 16. He's coming up to 17. Let's see if he can get... I don't think he's going to get it. He's in overtake.
He might. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. He was 135.5 he needed to be. He did it!
He did! It's a 134.9! He picks up the point!
Well done. That's an extra point for Alpha there. That is what you need to do when things aren't looking your way. You need to switch to the softs and get that extra point. Well done, Scotty.
What a mindset from the newer drivers coming into D1 Robot.
Absolutely.
Amazing race from the guys today. Just bad luck in turn 3. I mean, the guys were going at it. Congratulations to Izat for the P1. Carter, congratulations for the podium finish. And then Stinson, as always, congratulations for the podium finish. Maybe the return of Izat, Robot.
Maybe, indeed. So he is leading the championship right now, and that's going to let him get away even more. So he could win his 2nd season here in OFR. I'm rooting for him. Good job. Yeah, I mean, I would love to see him come back. I mean, it's going to be... I want to see more of a battle between him and Stinson, because it's been mostly pit strategy or mishap that has separated the two. I would rather see more of a battle go on between the two, but we haven't seen that yet. I think it's going to come, and then obviously we've got to get Izat to see if he can get Tommy to finish higher. He did come in P8, so he did gain some points for the team. Racing Point is up there, and he did finish up above Scotty, so it's going to shake things up a little bit, I think, yeah? It is. It absolutely is. Now, looking at the penalties really quickly, Pitch Black got 24 seconds. He was 1 away from a DSQ, and Carter, believe it or not, didn't get a single penalty.
Not bad. Not bad from Carter there.
So congratulations, guys. D2 is going to start in 30 minutes time. Make sure you tune in for that as well. Thanks for staying with us. Thanks for commenting in the stream all this time. You're really great, guys, and we'll see you in 30 minutes time.